Welcome back to Suns Valley Podcast, everybody. And as you know, we have a scary Game 7 coming up on Sunday. And I wanted to preview that with you by going over what's happened thus far in this series and try to get a look at what's going to happen in Phoenix. This series has been different in Phoenix. But before we do that, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you to everyone. We just hit 1,000 subs. We just got monetized, and we couldn't have done it without all of your support. So I wanted to say that I picked the Suns to win this series in 4 or 5. I look like an idiot. I am an idiot. I don't just look like one. Clearly, I am. I thought we could win it in 4 or 5, and I even went so far as to say that the Pelicans seemed like more of a challenge than the Mavs. Crazy. But to my defense, I did not know that Chris Paul was going to do some kind of one-man reenactment of Space Jam, but just the scene where the aliens from Moron Mountain come down and steal his talent. He is washed. I hate to say it because I'm such a Chris Paul fan, but his legs are washed. He's not getting into the paint and hitting any mid-ranges anymore. I said it during our live stream. He used to give us this steady stream of A, assists, but B, mid-range points. And we don't have that anymore, and I don't even know if that's coming back. I don't know if it's possible that that's coming back, because since he turned 37, he has not given us one of those performances. Meanwhile, Luka, doesn't matter if he's in Dallas, doesn't matter if he's in Phoenix, he's cooking everyone. Ayton gets on him. Ayton's doing an okay job. Biyombo's doing an okay job. Torrey Craig looks like he might be the answer, but as you can see, Cam Johnson hopefully will never guard him again. So I'm expecting a huge game from Luka in Game 7, and the Suns are going to have to be able to withstand it. The problem with that, once again, goes back to Chris Paul. But what's worse is we don't have anything behind Chris Paul. I mean, we might be looking at a point book Game 7, a showdown between Booker and Luka at the point guard position. Does that sound good, Suns fans? It doesn't sound great to me. But what's your other option? Moving Shamet into the starting point guard position? He's been backing up point guard just fine, simply because he's not campaign. He's not smoking a layup every 35 seconds. So this is scary hours. This is not where you wanted to be. Monty made good adjustments in Game 5, but now Jason Kidd came right back and made really good adjustments in Game 6, and so it's going to be on Monty. Can you do it again? And can you do it now with Chris Paul, who's more than likely banged up? He's saying that his hand is fine, but we all saw him go down in the way he was holding his fingers, and it's on his shooting hand. So you're looking at a cooked, washed up Chris Paul, more than likely, no offense, who now has a banged up shooting hand that's already been broken. It's not looking good. Now we move on to Devin Booker. Devin's looked pretty good at home, pretty average on the road, but overall, he's just getting outshined by Luka, and he's trying. He's had games. He's had a couple of sneaky performances for scoring, but they just keep getting outshined by Luka, obviously. We need this home Booker, and I think we're going to get it. I think Book is going to be turned up to 150 like he usually is at home, and I think we're going to get a good Booker performance. I really do. And if we don't get a good Booker performance, we're going to get blown out just like we did last game. That's just how it is. So I'm not super happy with Booker, but it is what it is. He's been passable. But we got to talk about our guy Ayton. I said probably in that preview, but I've said several times since, and all before the series, that if Booker and CP3 could just let this one series be all about feeding DeAndre Ayton and all about getting DeAndre Ayton his bag, then we got a real shot in this series to get rid of the Mavs. But they will not do it. And he went 10 for 16 last game. Salty and I know Sundo as well, we've all agreed we want to see Ayton getting 20 shots. Really, he should be getting 25 shots per game. He, no offense, because Kleber's been playing well and Powell's been playing well. They're giving Ayton all he can ask for in the paint, and Ayton's being timid. He's fading away. Now he's hitting his hooks. He's hitting, these fadeaways at a decent clip, but he's not making them pay. And we've even had to take him out for stretches and just run Biyombo because the small ball has gotten to us. I don't care if we have to adjust to small ball by taking Ayton out. It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to win. But we've got to feed Ayton the ball. I truly believe we've got to feed him the ball. And if we can get Ayton going first to start the game and start the game hot, that is really our only chance, because Luka is a machine and the Mavs are not scared of us anymore. I think we had them a little bit nervous after the first two games, but once we gave them hope, that was all she wrote. And here we are in a game 7 going up against a team who clearly has the better player, which is a position you don't want to be in for a game 7. Now, at this time, I do not know if Scott Foster is the ref, and jokingly I said, but I might be serious. If Scott Foster refs this upcoming game 7, I just think they should just sit Chris Paul, and maybe Scott Foster will take leniency on us, but who knows. Anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. That is the game 7 preview. My prediction officially is that I think the Suns are going to win this game in obviously in game 7. I think it's going to be a close game, and I'm almost envisioning something not as dramatic, but as necessary as something crazy like a alley-oop, where it goes down to the line. This series is just too close. Chris Paul is way too banged up and washed up at this point. Don't let me forget Mikal. Mikal kind of has disappeared on offense. Crowder's shooting touch has drifted. I just don't see us blowing them out, and I am shocked that we blew them out in game 5. So I'm going to say a close win for the Suns. Now, I want to point out, it doesn't have to be a situation where just because the Suns, go to game 7, that doesn't mean that they can't win the rest of the playoffs. If I'm correct, the Bucks, they went 7 versus Durant last season in the playoffs, and that didn't stop them from trouncing us in the finals. So this doesn't have to be the worst thing in the world. You've got a transcendent talent like Luka, a transcendent talent like Durant that can take a team 7 that ends up winning the finals. It's possible, but if I'm being 100% truthful, I'm honestly nervous for what the rest of the playoffs could bring for the Suns if the Suns are able to get past Dallas. I mean, I'm no longer as confident as I was. Let me just say that. And shout out to the Mavs for just giving the Suns their all. Shout out to Luka. I'll never doubt him again. I don't think any Suns fan will. We're going to hate him, but I don't think we're going to doubt him. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. We'll see you on Sunday for the live stream. Until then, go Suns.